Hello everyone, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. How are you today? I thought, look, my hair's sticking up. My goodness, let's fix that first. Drives me crazy. Okay, how are you guys today? I'm just here to bring you a back to basic card. I've had a lot of things going on in my life. I don't know if I had told you my sister had been very sick. She passed away. We just buried her this past Monday. And I was really busy with being with her until she passed, and then making arrangements for a funeral and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I decided to go back to basic because my brain was not anywhere else to be. So, and I wanted to do a video. So with that being said, we're going to do back to basic cards, which means that there are no layers on this card. Very, very hard for me to do. But, you know, I got through it. I made 4 cards, and I think I am going to make 4 cards with you, and I hope my cards are behind me because I just saw I didn't put them on my table. But anyway, I do have a PDF for it, and only because of seeing the pictures and having, you know, a visual when you make cards if you need that. And that is over on my Facebook group, Stamp Crazy VIP. The description for that and the link will be in, well, the link will be in the descriptions at the, on the video. So there'll be a link to that, a link to my online store, and that if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be that demonstrator. You could shop at my online store. Right now, we have our DSP, our designer series papers, are 15% off, which is a good deal. And we also have a starter kit special. If you join Stampin' Up, it's $155 here in the U.S. Or it's $99 for $155 worth of product. So that says a lot. And I'd love for you to join my team if you do not have a demonstrator and would like to join, just to be able to get your own discount or start a business, whatever it is that you like to do. I'd love to be that, and that can be done at my online store too. There's a place to join, and I would be your upline, and I would really, really enjoy that. I want to build my team, and the only way I can do that is to ask. And so I'm asking if you've had that desire maybe, or maybe you haven't even thought about it and thought, oh, well, get me a discount and stuff. That's really good. Your discount starts out off at 20, and once you hit Bronze Elite, which is not hard to do, then you get 25% off, and that discount stays at that. So which is a good discount. So especially in these times, especially, you know, at least let it pay for your shipping and a little extra onto your product, and that's a good deal. So anyway, with that being said, I am going to turn the camera down and show you my cards and get started because it's very simple. Like I said, it's back to the basics, and I know there are people that get on here that haven't been stamping long, you know, and we take that for granted, especially like me, who's been stamping for 30 years. You know, you take for granted there's people starting new. They need new ideas and simple ideas. And sometimes it's good for us to remind ourselves to go back to the basics, go back to the simple stuff, to make our life a little bit easier, especially if we want to mass produce something, or, you know, if you got a lot of thank you cards you need to make for something, or you got a lot of birthdays coming up and you want to make a lot of birthday cards. These cards I'm going to do 4. The style of them's different, but I'm using the same colors, same stamp set. So without anything else, I am going to turn you around. While I'm doing that, if you could share my video, I would like that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that too, for one reason, not just one reason. I'd love for you to do that, but I'm really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I have 45 more to go, and I'll be there. So I'm going to plug my phone in because I forgot. We don't want to forget that because my battery will die, and that's not a good thing. And then I'm going to turn you down You'll see my cards, and then we'll start. If you get dizzy, go ahead and shut your eyes for a minute, because I'm going to flip you up here. You're going to see my ceiling. Not that that's a whole lot to look at, but it's what you get to see. There we go. We're flipped. Here are my 4 cards that I did. And as you can see, they're basics. They're done with the Darling Detail Stamp Set, which is this right here. And I did not use any of the dies. I just used the stamp set. So it's this one stamp set with the Iridescent Pearls. And then we're going to be using 4 different inks. We're going to be using Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, and Soft Seafoam. So that's our colors that we're going to be using. Nothing else but that. So like I said, we are really back to our basics here, which I know it's kind of hard. It's hard for me to do it, but, you know, I did it. I'm going to make sure, too, that my camera is in focus. Forgot to do that. Let's make sure I have that. Yeah, looks good to me. Make it a little bit bigger so I can see it, being the blinded person I am sometimes. Okay, here we go. So these are our cards. And we are ready to get started. And you'll be surprised that the only thing you need is 4 pieces of cardstock. 2 of them are cut 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, and then folded for your card. The other 2 are 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4 for your card. Here's my host code. If you do decide to order, use my host code. Unless you have a $150 order, then don't use it so you can get all of the rewards perks for yourself. Okay? So that's going to lay right here. I'm going to move these out of the way because what we're going to do is we're going to mass produce today. Okay? I'm going to take my 4 cards and I'm going to fold them. I'm just going to score that to where it lays flat. We'll fold the others. We'll have all 4 of them folded. So you're not using a lot of DSP. I mean, a lot of cardstock. You're using no DSP, no dies, no punches. Just a little embellishment and ink and paper. So that is a good thing. So what I'm going to do, and what I did not do here, this is my 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and so is this one. I meant to make one going this way and this way with it. I'm going to do that. And then on this one, I did that. I did the happy birthday. Well, they're all happy birthday. And then I did the one portrait and one landscape, one portrait. So we'll be doing those. Okay, so let's lay these to the side because I really don't have to worry about getting them exactly like that. I'll pull them one at a time. We're going to start out with the outline of the biggest stamp, and I'm going to use Bubble Bath with that. I really like the color Bubble Bath. And so what I'm going to do, this card actually opens, it's my 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I'm going to start off with doing the landscape one. And I'm going to just do them to the side. So I start off with usually one in the middle or close to the middle. And then I'll put them on. And then I'm going to go ahead and put one on the inside, because I like to do my inside. So there we have that part of that card done. Okay, here's my other 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to turn it this way. And I think I'm going to do this one a little different than what I did the other ones. I'm going to put that up there. Then I better bring my scrap paper in because I'm going to stamp off of the paper. Put one there, one there. And then we'll take and we'll put one on the inside of here. So if we do all of these, kind of playing what we're doing. Okay, here's my 4 1/4 by 11. I'll do one this way. And I'm going to do these in the center here. When I bring this one, I'm going to put this one up here closer to where we would sign it. And then this one will go this way. Making sure I have it at the open side. I've done that. I've made cards backwards, which is no fun. So let me see what we have here. I think what we'll do here on this one is I'm going to, I think I'm going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to go here. I'm going to bring one here. And I'm going to bring one here. Then I'm going to come inside and bring one right here. So that is all we need to do for that. With this stamp. This stamp we're done with, so we can just clean it. Had it stuck on the block so long it didn't want to come off. Jeez. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the solid stamp. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it. And I'm going to stamp off each time. And it's going to make it a very light colored pink. Well, I don't want to get my head in the way, but I'm getting my head in. Oh, look, I stamped that one the same color. So, that is not a good thing. So let me get another piece of cardstock real quick. I can't get a hold of it real quick. I do keep some cards cut. So I'm just going to start this over just real quick. And that's what happened. So I'll save that and use the back piece of that cardstock. That's not fun, girls, but that shows that we're all human. We all make mistakes, right? So let's try this again. Stamp this. I'm not going to clean it this time. Just in case I do something like that again. Put that there. Now let's start all over. We're going to stamp off. We're going to bring that over and stamp. We're going to do the same thing. Stamp off. Okay, there's that one stamped. Okay, let's do this one. The one inside, we're just leaving it as the outline stamp. The hardest thing is to remember to stamp off. But these are really easy to line up. If I can keep my head out of the way. There's that one. We'll come to this one. Oh, now I have to line up from the top. I'm used to lining up from there. I did it again. I'm going to leave that one. It's not too bad. We're going to leave that one. Why I'm forgetting that today, I don't know. Probably because I have things I'm going to be doing afterwards and thinking about that. My husband's in a wedding tomorrow, and we've got wedding rehearsal tonight, so that's another thing. I think I'm going to redo that one too, guys. I do not like having all that mistakey stuff. So see, I'm being real. I'm showing this happens to the best of us when we're not thinking. So I will bring the other stamp back in. That's why I did not take it off of the block this time. I think must have known I was going to do that. So let's put that up there. Put one down here. One right here. There we go. We're not even going to clean it. We're just going to leave it sit there a minute. Almost forgot again. I'm glad that's easy to match up. Okay, we finally got that done. Geesh, how hard can that be? Now I'm going to bring in Lemon Lolly, my ink Lemon Lolly. And I'll bring in this outline stamp. We're done with the bubble bath. So let's do Lemon Lolly. And I'm just going to add a couple flowers here and there. And I think I'll add it on this. I'm not going to add them to both cards. I'm just going to add them to these two. Okay. Now we'll do the inside of that. And we're going to stamp off again. And that way I'm not having to use a lot of colors. I'm staying with simple colors. Simple things to do. And that's what's nice about being able to stamp these. Okay. Now we're going to put our leaves on before we put our little flowers. That way we'll know where we want them. We'll probably bring the Lemon Lolly back out again. So let's stamp some leaves. I'm going to trade out a stamp here. Only because I want to use a different leaf. Oh my goodness, these stamps are like power stamps, sticky. And that's okay. That's the way I like them. But to peel them off, you can see they're really tight on there, and that's a good thing. You know they're not going to move anywhere. So we can use these other stamps Okay. Thought I lost the stamp for a minute, and I thought, oh, that's not going to be good. Okay, let's bring in our soft sea foam. I'm going to put a big leaf right here under that. And then I'm going to add some little leaves to it. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to put a big leaf in under this one. And then I'll add some little leaves. And then the other two will just get little leaves. So I'm going to take, again, the inside stamp. And these are distinctive stamps. So if they don't look like they're inked up and they leave little white spaces, that's what it's supposed to do. I know that's hard for a lot of people. So there's our big leaves. And then we'll do our little leaves. I always see which way I like this leaf. There we go. Okay, I'm going to turn that around because I'm holding my leaf the way I want it to be. So I'm going to add some leaves there. Maybe right here. Right here. Of course, you don't want to hear me say right here every time, I'm sure. There we go. And I rocked that. I got some ink on it. I'm going to wipe that off. And before I go any further, while that's still a little wet, I'm going to take this ink eraser and I'm going to erase that. So if nothing else, it is lighter. We can always cover up with an embellishment. There we go, that's a lot lighter. Okay, let's bring this one in. That just, I am pressing way too hard. Let's do this one. I'm just randomly putting these here and there. Okay. Then we'll bring in the now this one I do not stamp off on because it is really, really light. If you stamp off, you basically can't see it. So I use it the same strength and it looks okay. And so the leaves gives it a lot more kind of dimension, I guess. Really brings out the colors in your flowers, the green. And that's even so in real flowers. Greenery really makes your flowers pop. One more. And then we'll add the little flowers and the embellishments. And you could actually, like if you were making a lot and you didn't want them all alike, but say you're making, here we're making 4 cards, say you're making 12, then you could do 4 of each design, which would even go faster. Because you could work all 4 of one design quickly. Okay, we have all of our leaves done. Now we're going to do our little flower. And I'm going to do the fresh Freesia. That really makes it pop. That really, oops, I better put that more in the center. Well, I didn't get it centered that time either, but that's okay. Oops, I'm going to clean that edge off a little bit. And this is going this way, so let's... And now I'm going to put some lemon lolly flowers on there, yellow flowers. Yep. There we go. Now we'll add our embellishments and they're done. So this is back to the basics. I know it's something really different than what I usually do. But like I said, I just wanted to do something simple and more relaxing. Although I messed up on a couple of these, but that's the way it goes some days. Some days you just have good days. Some days you don't. You know, I do like the pearls on here, so I've used quite a bit of them. So there we have the little pearls on this one. And on this one, we'll have little pearls again because I don't want to put big pearls too close to the bottom of the card. And then we'll stamp our happy birthdays. I forgot to do that part. I do birthday cards at the nursing home, and I'm going to continue doing that even though my sister has passed. And so these will be a lot of birthday. They have a lot of birthdays next month. So these will really help me fill in those birthday cards. I don't want to have too close to the bottom, but that's okay. And then on this one right here, I am just going to put big pearls on the big. So you can do these either any way you want. You can use all kinds of stamps. Seashells, Christmas, little animals like the Zany Zoo, or just a lot of different flowers. You could, all kinds of flower sets would work great on here. So let me do my happy birthday real quick. I already have my stamp out. And we'll place the happy birthdays. So the card is complete. So there we go. That is our cards all done. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it was a small, simple idea. And sometimes we need to go back to those. And then we have 4 birthday cards we can send. It didn't take us that long at all to do them. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll be back at another time. I can't say what day right now. I'm trying to get all my stuff back in order and maybe try to get my stuff more on a schedule. You've heard that before, but I was then taking care of 2 people in a nursing home, and now I don't have anybody in the nursing home to take care of. So I will be getting to do some more stamping, I hope. Be able to organize my time, I hope, and stuff. So I will get back to all of that with you guys. And until then, you have a great day, afternoon, whatever time it is you're watching this. And I will see you soon. Bye.